All right, guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today we are heading to Miami, Florida to link up with like 15 different young founders. These guys are my age and they're making millions and millions of dollars, some of them tens of millions of dollars. So it's gonna be a very, very exciting video because on Wednesday, this video, we're gonna be doing a day in the life and you guys are gonna get to see what it's actually like being a young entrepreneur on his travels, linking up with multiple different people who are absolutely fucking killing it. Most of my day to day is literally just talking to people on the phone, except now we're gonna be meeting them in person. And then at the end of the video, I'm gonna be pitching an investor, so you guys will see what that's actually like. As today's video is sponsored by Particle, which is my favorite business software, I think ever. You guys know that I would never promote something that I don't actually use. I've been using them for probably 4 or 5 months now, and what it is essentially a competitive analysis tool of your competitors. So what you do is you go into particle.com, you type in whatever your competitor is or maybe brands that you want to emulate, and then it'll show you which of their products are doing the best and even give you the numbers on what their revenue per product actually looks like. So I used to just pick and choose and like randomly guess what products to come out with. Now I use Particle and it's literally saved me probably tens of thousands of dollars. If you're a business owner, especially in e-com, you need to be using Particle. Like I said, it'll save you a lot of money and potentially give you a lot of information that you literally cannot find anywhere on Google. It's only on Particle. Go check it out.
All right, so just for a little context, this first person we're meeting up with, his name's Nathaniel. It was a random connection over the phone. Someone I knew was like, you gotta meet this guy. And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Super, super smart, very successful dude. But I told him about my story. I told him about our company's story, where we wanna take it, what we wanna do with this brand. And he's like, I'm in. And literally that was it. He was on our team. Obviously you have to be very impressive for me to just be like, yeah, join our team, right? Join the business. I probably get like, I don't know, 20 to 30 DMs and emails a day from kids in college saying, hey, can I work for you for free? No, right? You gotta provide something. This dude provides something. Technically, he's like a long-term consultant, you could say. He spends about 15, 20 hours a month just helping our brand, helping us do projections, helping us do supply chain. Super, super useful. Essentially taking on like the boring, mundane stuff behind the scenes at a very, very high level. That way I can focus on the fun stuff. We also had our new SquidHaus drop come out yesterday. Death over average. Climb higher, go further, SquidHaus. He doesn't even know that I have this on me. I'm gonna bring him a little present. He was super, super excited about these tees. So I'm sure he's gonna be grateful to get one in his hand. Like I said, since we're running around a lot today, I'm just gonna have to answer emails on the road. Even if I just get 10 minutes in an Uber, I'm gonna be answering emails and texts all day long, pretty much. All right, so this is Nathaniel, newest member on the SquidHaus team. What would you consider yourself? Strategist?
I like a long-term strategist, yeah.
Long-term strategist. I brought you a gift, bro, new tees.
Dude, no shit, thank you. Oh, this is awesome. Dude, thanks so much.
Approved?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah. Sometimes people are like, you're Jewish, are you not supposed to have tattoos? I was like, bro, I don't care. I'm
I mean, I won't do it. Again, respect anyone who does.
Ish. Okay, so we have this investor call tonight. Second call. The first one went really, really, really well. Really bonded with this dude. It actually was very little about like business and the numbers and all that. It was more so just like me telling him my story and got super vulnerable. The dude pretty much told me like a lot of recent shit that he's gone through. And I was like, you know what? I really respect you and appreciate you for saying that. Because all my meetings up until then had been really formal. So I just said, all right, I'm not even gonna show you the deck. I'm just gonna tell you my story.
Oh, but I mean, that's the whole thing. When you talk about venture and angel, like you're investing in the person more so than the product even.
Which is so good. Important. And that's literally what he said. He said, I don't invest in products, I invest in people. And he's like, we are going to do something together. It was a 25-minute slot. It went for an hour 15. So we both missed our next meetings. And he's like, okay, I actually have my next one now. What are you looking for? And at the beginning of the call, he had told me we invest 50 to 2 mil, 50K to 2 mil. And I told him we want 3 for 15. And he's like, and I said, yeah, I mean, it's aggressive, but like, this is a fucking gold mine. I said, I literally just looked at him straight. I was like, this is gold and it's gonna happen. And like, people can get caught up on the numbers, but like, this is gold and this is the only time we need to raise until we get there.
Well, and that's the whole thing is that he might not necessarily need to set that for you, but what we can go ahead and do is tell him, make an offer, make a proposition. And see what he comes back with, because if he is that interested and he does buy into you that significantly, at the end of the day, numbers are numbers. 5% is not going to kill you. What matters is that you maintain control before dilution. So obviously, when you think about accretive shares, so when they go ahead and they buy 15% of the company at this stage, they're buying 15 of 100. But later on, you'll just add shares to the pool. So all of a sudden you'll have 120. If you go ahead and raise a second time, you'll have 120 versus 100. So you'll add 20 shares. So really that 20, instead of being worth 20%, it's really only worth 18, because then you end up diluting your shares down the road.
Yeah. Can you introduce yourself, give a little background?
100%. All right, well, hey everyone, my name's Cole. My friends call me Jazzy, so you guys are all now friends. I love that nickname. So I think it's very important to realize that there's like windows of opportunity. And as you get older, they shrink. A lot of people start to get stuck because it's like at the same time they're getting married. What's the next thing that happens after you get married? You have to buy a house. Once you buy a house, everyone starts asking, when are you having kids? And you think you have all this time, oh, I'll just stay for one more promotion, I'll get another bonus, then I'll be able to take this chance. But before you know it, that opportunity goes. But sometimes the universe tells you exactly where to go. Yeah. And you just have to listen. I know this one founder who got $200 million wired into his bank account, sold his company. He finally did what he set out to achieve. And that's when you get depressed, because the issue is nothing externally can change how you feel internally. The secret to life is the enjoyment of the present moment contrasted with the pursuit of future goals.
My parents were like really against me getting tattoos.
Oh yeah.
And my dad even, you know, my dad and I were like really like beefing at one point throughout college. He at one point, you know, went as far as to say like, I literally respect you less because you got tattoos. And I was like, I'm just letting you know, I don't care. That's a you problem. And the way I look at life is like, if I get tattoos and someone sees them and that makes them not want to interact with me, an investor, a girl, a friend, that's actually a good thing. It's a
great thing.
Because now I just got that out of the way.
Yeah.
It's like me with social media, like when you put yourself out there and just talk about who you are, but there's tons of hate, there's tons of people who try and take you down, pick apart your life and just talk shit.
Yeah.
But it's also opened up the door to so many cool people, and that's literally just how it goes.
So a mantra that I've come to love about life is the right people stay.
I feel like that's a great way to finish off the conversation. So
I loved it.
gotta go check this guy out. I'm sure you guys are hopefully feeling as inspired as I am, so.
All right, he's gonna give us a little tour. It's not like we just talked or anything already, but coming in. What's good? What's up, bro? Good to see you again.
Yeah, great to see you.
It's been so long. All right, we just left Cole's spot. Now we're gonna head over and check out Dylan Latham's spot, link up with him for a little bit, and then we're gonna head over to my boy Joseph Yankees, maybe the most brilliant artist I've ever seen in my life. So we're gonna see him, see some of his art, and then we're gonna head back to the hotel, finish up my meetings for the day, hop on the investor call at the end of the day. I feel good. Today could be a great day. It already is a great day, but it could be the best day.
All right, so this is our apartment. My roommate and I, Nick, live here. The area is like literally the most ideal spot in Miami.
Wow.
If you look outside, first thing you see is like we're literally in like the most like city area of Brickell.
How long have you been making content for? When did you officially start?
It's been 4 years, I believe, in total. I started freshman year of high school.
Let's talk some numbers right now. How many followers you got combined right now?
I just hit 1.6 mil on TikTok. I'm at like 400K on Instagram, so that's like 2 mil, and then YouTube is 400K, so.
400K on YouTube is fucking crazy.
Yeah, and then like 100K on Snapchat.
So Dylan became pretty well known for term looks maxing, but in general, it's more of like men's self-care, right? For the youth, for young guys who like don't know what they're doing. And then he started his own hair care product and it fucking rips. Can we talk some numbers? Or like
sure, yeah.
Total revenue today, monthly revenue right now?
Okay, so right now we do within the 6 figures per month in revenue. We're looking within this year, maybe early next year, to probably be hitting those 7-figure months.
We'll get into like some deep details on the podcast. You know, one thing that like really stood out about your story to me was like how much people talked shit when you were first starting out. Like while he was starting this business, in real world terms, Dylan was killing it. Like content is going crazy, making tons and tons of money. But like, as you guys know, none of that shit really matters in high school, bro. Like everyone in high school, the only thing they care about is like video games, football.
Here's how I see it. First off, I used to kind of look at it as like, oh, I'm flexing on all the kids I went to high school with. When in reality, bro, like if they're even in my head, I think they're kind of winning. I genuinely don't care what they think, regardless if I'm winning or losing. And ever since I really separated myself from others' opinions, that's when I saw real growth, because I only compare myself to myself and then like actual competitors. I don't compare myself to kids I went to high school with. It was 100% at the beginning about that. I specifically remember my teachers sometimes asking me about like how much money I made in front of the class, I guess.
That's crazy.
To mess with, yeah.
To mess with you.
To mess with me. So I remember this one specific teacher asking me in front of the class, because I was talking about TikTok. She essentially asked me, she's like, oh, well, how much money do you make? Really just messing with me. And I said the amount and like everyone just laughed. I think it was like 30K in a month. And once again, I don't do it for the money. And when I started prioritizing the joy for content and the joy for like creating, I made a lot more money as a side effect. It wasn't like the main pursuit.
What's something right now that you're really fucking excited for?
Bro, honestly, like I am so excited. I know I already said this, but like long form YouTube, I want to build a team. Long form content has the most reach and the most impact on everything. So when I can build a team with that, I just see my personal brand being way bigger than it ever has.
All right, so dude, this apartment is fucking sick. And one of probably the coolest view we've seen so far.
You said this view is inspiring. I would like to show you the roof, bro. The roof view.
Dude, oh, can we go up there?
Yeah, let's do it, bro.
Why is there nobody up here?
It's always empty. If I was a course guru, this is the place that I would flex.
By the way, so you've been here for a little bit now. Like, do you think you'll be here long term? Do you like Miami?
I do like it here a lot, but I just want like more space to record content, and I'm not really about the high life that much, to be honest.
Bill, get a video of this, bro. This view is crazy. What's the girl situation in your life like right now?
In Miami, it's also known not only for course gurus, but for girls who are, let's just say, kind of crazy. The girls out here are just not wife material, in my opinion.
Yeah, but I'm sure that they say the guys out here are trash, so it goes both ways.
That's the thing. They're not wrong, though.
You get what you lead with. You know, another friend of ours out here, like, always likes to post, you know, really extravagant lifestyle things. And like, bro, if you post that, that is how you're attracting girls. Those are the types of girls you're gonna get.
Exactly.
And it's your fault. You can't say women are trash.
All right, so what were you saying?
Yeah, we'll get him some SquidHaus. He can't be wearing this shit. It's just low quality. It's not for the young entrepreneur. If you're a young entrepreneur, if you're getting after it, you need to be wearing SquidHaus. Why? Because it is the brand for the go-getter. It is the only brand out there that supports real body positivity. What do I mean by that? Well, if you're fat and you get shredded, you get free gear. It's that simple.
Free gear.
And the new stuff coming out is crazy. So
the UNC blues are everywhere. But like, guys, even this person who's secretly recording us on this roof right now is wearing the UNC blue shorts. Do you have any long sleeve, or is it just short sleeve? Like,
we just came out with a long sleeve too.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm gonna need all of that. I'm gonna need the whole inventory. I'll pass it around.
We'll send you some shit. All right, great video today.
Yes, sir.
Dylan and I have a very exciting full episode of podcast coming up. The stories and the information that he's gonna be giving out have never been seen or heard by anyone before. So tune in. But yeah, okay, so this is my boy Joseph. How did we originally get introduced? Social media, right?
Yeah, Cam Desio. Yeah.
Okay, bet. Yeah, so someone that I worked with on a little project introduced us, and I think we just kind of got along because you were fraternity president as well, right?
I was, yeah.
And I think you just said to me, you're like, yo, you get it, bro. So we just started talking. Brilliant artist, as you guys can see. So, dude, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah, I got pretty much all of my work, and then like you see the one up there, like that is well-known New York artist. And then, like I was saying, the guy with the red sculpture, he's a big name. This is where I do all the paint. I work on multiple at the same time usually.
Every once in a while, I'll see like Joseph post a little like 4 a.m. pic, and I'll be like, wait, are you still awake? You're like, yeah.
I mean, I work 24/7 basically. Like I'll leave to go meet with people, like kind of network, but I'm really in here all the time.
So that brings up a good question, right? So I'm sure a lot of people see the artwork, they think, oh, okay, this is fucking awesome. But they think you're probably just painting, that's it. Yeah. I imagine there's like a whole business behind it, right? They gotta run. Yeah. Can you explain that for us a little bit?
I mean, it's like, you know, art, it's a product that a lot of people consider to be a luxury. And therefore, like, there's not a huge demand for it as opposed to like if it was a necessity. And because of that, I spend a lot of time figuring out how to do that.
You're going to networking events all the time. What does that split look like being an artist versus networking in the business behind the scenes?
It varies a lot just depending on what's going on that week. But I would say I spend at least like 1 day out of the 7 days a week making a concerted effort to go out and meet people and go to a certain event. Sometimes it can be 4 days out of the 7, which I don't like because I just prefer to be here painting. Like I was at a dinner the other night with a bunch of lawyers, which are good people to know, so.
Do you want to be known as one of the greats, or do you not give a shit about that? You just want to make cool stuff?
Well, my plan is I'm going to work extremely hard. I know artists tend to be, and stereotypically, and it is kind of accurate, like there's a lot of people who kind of like let things happen by themselves, and they usually use a gallery as a crutch to like support them and promote their work. But I'm like, okay, what can I do? And can I be my own dealer, sell my own work, promote myself, and build up my reputation and like being very conscientious about doing everything the right way and making sure that I can like respect every kind of formal process that goes on in the art world, which I'm trying to be very careful about. Like, for an example, I don't want to just be like this Instagram-y, like viral.
Yeah, I totally get why that would be like off-putting to some people, but you're also using that to your advantage, right?
Well, so you do it very tastefully, right? Yeah. But then again, if you need to sell work to continue your practice, like you got to do what you got to do.
How do you decide how much to charge?
You have like generally what your say market is and like the market of people in your age, and you charge essentially by square inch. So like you'll have an average square inch and like you can see like, okay, what can I sell this for? How are people responding to that price? Take it into account, and like that's my pricing for like a particular size. Like I have a lot I do in this that's hanging on the wall, 48 by 36 inch size, and like that is usually like around $6,000. So
nice. How long did that one take?
So maybe 100 hours on a painting, if I had to guess. But as far as like my specific process goes, it's kind of a difficult question to answer.
That really reminded me of, I think it was Picasso. Do you know the story?
Yeah, I do.
You could probably tell it better than me, but I think this applies to everything in life.
Picasso's probably around 40 years old. He was at a restaurant and a woman came up to him and she said, "Oh my God, you're Pablo Picasso. Can you please draw something for me?" And he draws, like I think like a napkin or something, and he gives it to her and he, tells her the price of it. It's some crazy number probably. And she was like, "But you just sat there and drew it in a couple minutes." He's like, "No, that took me, 40 years to make." And he's such a master of what he does that's like, for me, like I completely understood that's how it goes.
Are you actively dating right now, or are you kind of just locked in?
I was, and it's funny because like I don't give many options as far as like friends or girlfriends go, where I'm like, okay, you can come see me while I'm in the studio painting, like you can sit on this couch, right, and watch me paint and we'll talk. Or it's like we can go to dinner again, like, and those are kind of the options. Sometimes I'd bring a girl to a show, but like, yeah, to answer your question, like I was dating a bit like in that capacity for, the last few months, but then again, I just always return to like, okay, what is it that I want out of life? And is this the answer currently? And is this a person that I'm gonna have that beautiful family with? I'm probably like, it doesn't seem like it. So I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. Right now I'm currently at a hiatus from dating. I just wanna take a break from it.
Where can people find your stuff?
Instagram is the main way. It's JRYONKE, then YonkeArt.com.
Hell yeah, man. Well, this is great. I appreciate
it. Of course,
dude. Sweet. All right, guys, welcome back. Answered some emails for a little bit. Now we're about to hop on an investor call. Like I said, this is probably the furthest we've gone with an investor. The last call we were on was a little weary about the number we were looking for, because I will admit it's very fucking aggressive. Told him we're looking for $3 million. I really like this dude. I really like what he has to offer. I think he could potentially be a great partner for us. And so I'm gonna ask him, like, what's your offer? I don't know, who knows? Maybe we hop on this call and he's like, I'm done, I'm out. Hopefully not. Either way, even if it doesn't work out, it's always a good opportunity to pick someone's brain. I think something will come of this no matter what. I had a great gut feeling, and I pretty much make almost every single decision in my life, whether it's with girls, friends, business, content, whatever, off of gut feelings. Also, just got a memo from the consulting team we work with. The other call that I had last week bailed. So they just passed on this. Blank Ventures Partners just decided to pass on this investment round. They've determined that investing in SquidHaus at this stage is a bit early for them. They believe it would be more beneficial to consider joining in a later funding round. They're still very interested in staying connected and would appreciate updates when you begin your next round of fundraising. So it is what it is. They don't want to be in it from the beginning. Maybe we give them an opportunity in the future, a couple years from now. Maybe not. Maybe we don't even raise again. Maybe we just fucking sell at a couple $100 million, but who knows? Little motivation for this call. I don't really care. At the end of the day, it's like, if it's not a good fit, it's not a good fit. And it's just like a girl, bro. If a girl doesn't want to be with you, you can't be upset about that. If anything, you should be happy that you got something out of the way that wasn't supposed to be. Anyway, I feel pretty good. Let's get into this meeting. Meeting starts in 2 minutes. Let's get into it. Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, how are you?
Dude, honestly, I'm fucking great. It's been a good week. How about you?
That's good. I just got home from Nashville and Arkansas. I've been up since 3 o'clock in the morning, so I'm a little tired, but it's all good.
Well, I appreciate it. I got to run to another call. I have a call at 6:15 that I have a little bit to prepare for. But
I'm late to the last one, so
appreciate your extra time, man.
Let me know how I can help.
Cool. We'll stay in touch.
All right, post-call thoughts. Didn't close, obviously, but it wasn't like a we don't believe in it, we don't like it thing. It was just like my firm doesn't invest in clothing brands. I don't know why he even hopped on the phone with me in the first place, but he pretty much said my firm doesn't invest in clothing brands. We never have. We probably never will, unless it was like a very, very, very unique situation. So he did say he was going to intro me to some people, and maybe they can be of use or maybe want to get in themselves. So keep you guys updated on that. But I wouldn't consider that a no, right? And you guys got to understand, every no is not really a no. It's one step closer to a yes. And we're now on steps 3 out of, who knows, 5, 10. The amount of steps is yet to be discovered, but I still feel pretty good. And in most cases when I talk to people, always takes longer than expected. I'm not upset after that call. I still feel pretty good. So yeah, we'll see.